Breasts of play. Beasts of prey. Is it worth a buy? Let's read, guys. It's fucking Dinosaurs. Beasts of Prey is a survival sandbox MMOFPS featuring a huge randomly generated world that increase based on the population of the game. Danger lurks everywhere and will make your struggle for survival even tougher. Carnivorous beasts may be lying in wait behind every tree and waiting to make you their prey. Yes guys, it's another dinosaur game. It's another Rust game. It's another Stomping Lands game. It's another survival game, guys. We are totally overwhelmed at the minute with these kind of survival games, and this one got off to a horrific start because of greedy developers. The price of this was hilarious when it first came out. Now it's down to £13, which is a lot more reasonable. But seriously, what were these guys thinking when they released this? I think it was £30 or something. Might even be more, can't remember. It's not really important, but it's now down to what I would call a more reasonable price, bearing in mind that you can get 7 Days to Die and Rust for around about the same price. So that's what it's competing with. That's what it's up against, the DayZs and the likes. So how does it fare? Well, first of all, pay no attention whatsoever to the utter bullshit that is accompanying this game on its advertisement page. Let me just read. For example, listen to the features, guys. This is the features from the developers. Single player MMOFPS sandbox. Yeah, okay. Dynamic procedural terrain increasing based on server population. Yeah, it has that. First person shooter meets sandbox MMO. Is that a good thing? That would kind of put a lot of people off. Beautiful and rich world. Nope. Extensive gathering and crafting system. Nope. You build the world from axes to rifles, from houses to massive industrial structures like oil rigs. Well, they're nowhere near as big as proper oil rigs. Everything built can be conquered or destroyed. Defend outposts and towns or conquer them. Well, towns, really? Massive dinosaurs will hunt the weak beyond your guard. I just ran away from a T-Rex and it never caught us and then it just vanished. So, nope. Craft, build, gather, explore, hunt, kill, destroy. You can do it all how you want. Now you're getting desperate. You've just kind of already mentioned all of those things before, but now you're putting them as a new thing. But by putting them all together, I like it. I like your style. I like your bullshit. It's just oozing, isn't it? Explore the world by vehicles or by foot. There's no vehicles in the game, guys. No. You can build outposts and cities. Can you? No, you can't. I never saw a city, and I've been on the single big community server. There's no cities. There's just a lot of buildings dotted around the place. You see, guys, when I read bullshit like this, it just puts me off because, the screenshots, guys. Look at this. This is the screenshot, the main screenshot. You know, wow, look at that. Your Jeep is being rammed by a dinosaur. There isn't even fucking Jeeps in the game. It's you know what I'm saying? It's advertising shit that isn't there. It's advertising the game as it's going to be finished, according to the developers. But you're coming into this and you're thinking, oh wow, it must be in because there's a screenshot, and it just isn't. So what is in this game? Well, I'll tell you. You've got a world that doesn't look brilliant. You've got a crafting system, very basic. It tells you all the materials you need to build whatever you want. And the materials based around stone and wood. So basically, you go and mine stone. The stone is then unidentified ore, and you analyze the stone and it will split off into magnesium, it might be copper, it might be iron, and all these different things, and then you smelt them down to make different components for blueprints, and then the blueprints become real objects as you craft them. So the crafting system, yes, there's a lot of stuff to craft, but it's very, very straightforward and dumbed down, and there's no kind of thinking to it. It's all just on a plate, there you go. In an hour you can craft a shitload of stuff. So it's not bad, the crafting. I've seen worse crafting systems than this, but it's not brilliant. you've got all these different weapons. You start off with a knife, and then you can build a crossbow. You can then build guns, rocket launchers, auto turrets, and things like that. There's pre-built structures that you can build. It's a case of, I want a house. Okay, if you have enough wood and stone, I'll build you it for you. Or if you want, you can craft your own designs. Although I couldn't find a roof for mine for some reason. But you can build big concrete things. They're not cities. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Cities is just a massive exaggeration. I've never seen a city. I've seen some big structures, and I've seen a lot of structures together, but cities? Really? So, how are the dinosaurs? Well, they're pretty shit, guys. As I've already mentioned, I outrun a T-Rex. And I attacked one of the cows, the the plant eater ones, and it wasn't happy, so it ran after us, and it vanished after a while. After about 20 seconds of running, it just teleported away, just totally vanished. The dinosaurs are awful. The noise they make when they walk, it sounds like somebody breaking chocolate with a toffee hammer. It's just really... now, this is early access, guys. We know it's early access, but I'm here to tell you what it's like at this moment in time. I'll be coming back to this game, as I do with all early access games, and I'll re-review it when it's finished, or when it's had a massive update. But at the moment, I'm telling you what you're going to get if you spend your money now. You're not going to get vehicles. You're going to get bugged dinosaurs. You're going to get a pretty basic crafting system. You're going to get PvP. So far, I've never been killed in this, simply because hardly anyone is actually playing in the servers. There's just a smattering of people dotted around, 5 people here, 6 people there. So it's not like what Rust is, where there's like 50 or 100 people in the servers raping your face at every given opportunity. So it's a bit more forgiving in that sense. I think it would be great if the developers are going to put in everything they say they're going to put in. It would be a great co-op experience, and also it would be a great tribal experience, because you can make your own kind of tribes in this, and have your own outpost, and you can go and raid other people's outposts, so that will be fun as well. At this moment in time, however, the game is very disjointed. There's no vehicles in it. The crafting, like I've said, is a bit... the dinosaurs are a bit... the combat's a bit... so the game is a bit... if that helps. So, is it worth a buy at its current state? Well, it depends how dedicated you are to these type of games and how much you really want this to work. For me, for $13.99, I don't think it's worth a buy, no. I'm going to say no for me. However, if I was really... it's not a bad game, don't get me wrong, this is not a bad game. But if I really wanted this to succeed, because I just loved the whole theme and everything, then it's worth a buy. It's worth throwing your money at the developers to help them in that sense. For me, I like 7 Days to Die better. I like Rust better. So I'm not that bothered too much about this game. It does sound good, and it might be a great one to drop with a few of your friends, building a base up. But there's just not enough there for me at the minute to make me want to tell my friends to come back and have a game with us. So I'm probably going to come back in 3 or 6 months' time and see how it's improved. But if all of these bullet points that I read out to you become a reality, then this game does stand to be a very good survival game. So we'll leave it at that. At this moment in time, I would say no, it isn't worth a buy.